I got in trouble when I was in 7th grade. I called a girl and I had a deep voice, and her dad was like, "Yeah, and who is this?" So I've always been a little guy, but I had a deep voice growing up. But anyway. All right, so second topic of the day, tournament-sized swim baits and tournament-sized swim baits. And I use that specifically to compare it, as compared to a lot of the baits that you see, swim baits that, in my opinion, are too big for multiple day tournaments to be truly effective. That being said, you can always go out and catch a fish or two, get a bite or two, a follow or two, whatever, on some of those bigger baits. But for me, I want baits that are going to work day in and day out during a cold front, something that they can commit to and that's sizable enough for them to not only be interested in it, but ultimately swallow it and, yank on them. And so that's why I titled this Tournament-Sized Swim Baits, going after several bites, not just one or two. And those are two completely different ways to fish a swim bait. So we're going to talk about the tournament deal and 3 different styles of swim baits that I consider tournament-sized swim baits. Tournament-sized swim baits, specifically, when I say that, I talk about 3 to 6 inch baits. That can be a 3-inch, 3.5-inch grass pig that we'll talk about, or Kitech, the smallest ones, up to a 6-inch Rago line through, which we'll talk about as well. And there's only, a 3-inch difference or 2.5-inch difference in the baits, but the actual girth and everything of like a line through Rago is much different. So even though it's a little bit, not a whole lot longer, it's a much bigger bait that targets, it's a completely different use than a 3.5-inch swim bait. And then you've also got baits in between that we'll talk about as well. So my goal when I'm throwing tournament-sized swim baits is fish in the 2 to 6 pound class. And anything bigger than that, you're either on an awesome lake or, hey, it's a lucky bite that day. But I am going after, if I know that 15 pounds a day is going to be good in a tournament, and that's going to be a consistent way to have a really good finish, I'm talking about 3.5 pound, 4 pound fish at that lake. So, like I said, anything bigger than 6 pounds, for the most part, you can target those with bigger swim baits if you really wanted to do that. And I know a 6-pounder is big up here, so you guys got to consider some of this as southern talk and out west talk too. But anything bigger than 6 pounds is a bonus. The reason that I like, these smaller baits better, like I said, is that they commit to a smaller bait much better than a bigger one. And when I say that because I grew up in Northern California fishing Clear Lake when the swim bait first took off. And I remember going up there, and you can see it even to this day, lakes all around the country. But I remember throwing baits, and the greatest thing about a swim bait is the draw factor, the attention getter of it. It looks so natural that it's really going to pull fish from a distance away to that bait. But in my opinion, if the bait is too big, you can get all the 2-pounders in the world to follow it and all the 2.5 and 3-pounders to follow it. But I want a bait that when they follow it, chances are they're going to commit to it and eat it instead of swimming back away. I want to catch that fish right then and there.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip, and for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
You want to become a better angler?
You want to catch more and bigger bass at your local pond?
Then check out Bass University TV for hardcore bass fishing information.
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom,
We want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really find that sweet spot.
you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.